Welcome to the Stagecode podcast with Paris and Beck.
This podcast is all about bodybuilding, raw and unfiltered, from off-season to stage day and everything in between. Hello guys and welcome back to the Stage Code. We're coming at you with episode 22.
I'm so impressed that we've just kept this going.
Yeah, I know.
So good.
It's July.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy is that?
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
Like we're halfway.
Yeah. I was actually thinking, totally we can talk about this off air, but we should upgrade our mics because it's like now I feel like it's like a solidified thing.
Yeah.
Whereas like at the start you're just like, oh, let's see how many we can do, like how many we go along. But I'm like,
well,
now
people
like,
probably thought that about us too. People probably
it'll be like, it'll just be a couple and then they'll like fizzle out. And we're like, no way. It's
we're
locked
still
in.
here.
Yeah, we are still here.
Alrighty, do you want to go into your high and low?
Yeah, why not? I'll start with my low because
I always like to start with the low.
I never remember what I do, and I'm like, anyway. I'm just gonna say my low. I've probably just been lacking a little bit in like social media this week. I can tell I've just really been a little bit disappointed in myself. I haven't really posted since like Sunday, and it's now Thursday. And for my job, it's very, very essential for that. So I'm like, I feel like I'm failing in that.
It's honestly harder than people like.
It is so hard.
It's gonna be easy, and you go, I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna post twice a day, every day.
I don't know how
lasts
people,
like 2 days. And it's like,
literally, like never. I don't know how people like post more than once a day. The people that even post once a day, I'm like, y'all are crazy. Like that's so good. It's one of those things too where you're like, if you're like an influencer or whatever, and you're constantly posting it, it's like something that we don't like. You take for granted because you just see it all the time, and you're just like, oh yeah. But actually having to do that, it's hectic. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say that's probably my low, and then my high. Got my eyebrows done today. So we're feeling a little bit like treat yourself type vibes. But yeah, I don't know. That's a random high. Just
high's a high?
Yeah, a high's a high. Everything else is kind of chugging along. And I'm excited though to get into the season.
Yeah.
The competitive season. So we're definitely
shows coming up.
Yeah, creeping in for sure. I'll have a good high next week.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the day before. Well, we'll suss out when we're gonna record and everything like that. But yeah. What about you?
So my low would probably be that unfortunately I had Pepsi and soft drink and like sugar-free soft drinks, Oxy Shreds, all of that sort of thing taken out.
Yeah.
Of my plan. So that's probably my low. Because like for me, like a Pepsi was like a meal. Like a Pepsi Max was literally like I counted that as like a meal. Yeah, yeah. It's like the
like that what's like the pathway that you have in between.
Yeah, it's like a
meals.
buffer.
It's like a buffer.
Like it's like okay, like I had lunch at 12 and I'll have dinner at 5 or 6, but it's like it's okay because I'll have a Pepsi at 3, like, you know.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been difficult, but
we call it hell week.
Yeah.
The week before peak week is absolutely hell week.
But it's only short term.
Yeah.
And it's already like Thursday now. So it's like really it's going quick and I'm surviving.
She's survived.
And then my high, I don't really have anything like maybe just that like peak week's coming up. I guess that would be my high. Is that like I'm nearly in peak week? Yeah,
that's exciting.
Yeah.
And that you've made it this far though.
Yeah.
Like really taking a step back and realizing how much you've had to deal with in this prep.
Yeah.
You would have had any excuse under the sun, not excuse, but any reason under the sun.
I could have very easily pulled out.
Absolutely. Yeah. But the fact that you haven't, I think that's a really true testament to your mindset, your determination, but also like not like, again, right, we've spoken to this before, but not to the point where it's detrimental to your actual physical health. I know we do have health complications at the moment, but it's not to the point where we're absolutely necessary to have to pull it.
Yeah.
We're still kind of managing as best we can.
Yeah. Well, we'll go into a prep update from that. So yeah, when you guys listen to this, I'll be competing this weekend when you listen.
Yeah. Because it'll come out Monday.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But I'm currently 9 days out? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
10? 9?
Maybe
9.
10. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, well, it's like what? Almost 3 o'clock. So yeah, pretty
it's
much.
almost Friday.
So pretty much 9. Yeah.
So we'll go 9.
Yeah.
9 days out, which is crazy.
Like we're in the single digit days.
Yeah.
Oh,
like I remember going into
cool.
single digit weeks. Feels like yesterday, but also not yesterday at the same time.
Yeah.
Like you kind of blink and it like goes from 6 weeks to like 2 weeks.
It's so hard to like describe to someone or explain to someone how fast but slow it goes.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Because you can't, like, it goes so slow when you're in it, but at the same time, like you said, you
It
blink
goes
and
so
then all of a
fast.
sudden it's so fast.
But then when you're actually in the days,
Yeah. Oh,
I feel like when you're counting those days, it
Yeah.
feels really long. But then when you look back at it and you think, oh, like it was at one point I was 18 weeks out
Yeah.
and now I'm less than 2 weeks
Yeah.
out.
Almost 8 days out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's crazy when you put it like that. But yeah, this week has just been we did like a little bit of a calorie drop just because I said to Beck, like, I'm happy to push that little bit harder. Like it is only gonna be so short term. So I said, let's just grind.
Yeah.
And we can't necessarily grind, like we haven't been able to grind with like cardio and things like that. So I was like, I'm prepared to make that sacrifice of food. And that's why she also cut out like the artificial sweeteners and things like that. Chewing gum's been my best friend this week.
Oh, me saying to you, well, I should have mentioned that to not have that too.
Yeah.
Okay, next week
I won't
you can't
have that.
that.
I won't have that during like, actual peak week.
Yeah.
But I was like, I feel like I can have gum this week.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I feel like
can,
it's not gonna fuck me up.
Yeah.
I'm not swallowing it, guys.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. She's like just chowing down on a pack of gum a day.
Yeah. But as of like Saturday or Sunday, I won't have it.
Yeah.
Chewing gum. But yeah, obviously cut out any like energy drinks, any soft drinks, anything like that.
I feel like I should touch on the reason why though as well.
Yeah.
And like honestly, I do this with the majority of my girls. I have just found even if you don't have an ill response to a sugar-free whatever it is, I have just found that you still will hold that little bit of inflammation. And it's just purely like it could be anything from the actual like ingredients itself or the carbonation or like it could be anything. But I have just found with previous clients that you just tighten up a lot. And
it's like, why not cut out as many
it's the
variables
1%,
as
right?
possible?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if it means like that, I mean, obviously, if you were like, I cannot deal with that, then absolutely. Like, I'd be like, all right. But as long as you're aware that it could potentially be that 1% that you're not able to do, right? Like, you've done all this friggin' everything else. Why not just do this for the 1 week? Well, technically 2, I guess. But actually, it'll be like 4 because Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Pending.
But, pending. But yeah, I just have found that it just makes you that little bit crisper, a little bit tighter, takes away that little bit more inflammation. And like sometimes I've had a result of like a couple of kilos drop though as well, which is crazy. So yeah, I think it's just, again, it's just one of these things where it's like, why not do it if
and again,
we have
because
that
like
control?
we haven't been able to push with cardio and things like that. It's like we want to do kind of whatever we can to get to like stage leanness. But posing's really good. I had my last lesson on Monday.
Yeah, how'd that go?
My coach is really happy. She said, I just really need to work on like pushing my glutes because she's like, your upper body looks great.
Yeah.
She's like, you've got like in that front shot, she's like, I'm so happy with your upper body. But she's like, we just got to really push that booty out there.
Yeah.
But she was like, it was a day that I'd trained upper. I hadn't trained lower since like Friday or like Saturday. So I was like,
you would have been a little bit deflated.
I've got like
muscle.
no pump to like that part of my body. So I said that to her. She was like, yeah, no, I totally can see it. It's just looking flat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just been like practicing my posing every day, even if it's only like 5 minutes, just because I feel like when you're really depleted, it's really good to practice.
Absolutely.
Because like I'm never gonna feel shittier than I feel like now.
100%.
Like,
yeah.
If I practice now, I should be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything's really exciting. Like I get my brows done on Saturday. I get my toes done on Sunday, my hair done on Monday, my nails done on Tuesday. So it's like
all those are prep like peak week appointments are coming in. And,
which is exciting. And then like this time next week, I'll be marinating in my tan, my first layer of tan.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
so
that's so exciting. Did you end up watching the shows on the weekend?
No, I didn't.
Good.
No, I've seen like obviously bits on social media, but I haven't like gone and looked at anyone specific. It's just been what I've seen on the IFBB socials.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it hasn't got me feeling any type of way.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's
which
good.
is ideal.
Yeah. I think like it's definitely one of those things, especially if you're not the first shows, like couple of shows, because they had one on Saturday and Sunday, and then there must be one again this weekend.
Melbourne
and then,
is on Sunday.
Sunday, and then they'll have Sydney on next Saturday. It can be very much like, wow, they look crazy online, and then it's like they might not look like that in person. Like it's very different. Even like with the stage shots and stuff like that, like you're marinated in tan, you've got the lights on you, it's the whole shebang to make you look the best that you can. And then if you're there comparing yourself to what you look like pale and depleted and like just feeling like absolute poo. Like, yeah, it's not going to be the best.
And a lot of the girls that I did see were like 5 foot nothing.
Yeah.
So I was like, a lot of these
So
girls I'm
irrelevant
not
to
even going
you.
to be standing next to on
Yeah,
stage. Like, I
exactly.
really haven't seen that many tall girls. So I'm very curious to see kind of who shows up on the day of my show. Because a lot of these girls I'm seeing are so little and petite. So I'm like, I won't even be next to you.
Yeah, it's not
probably.
even like a comparison.
Yeah, and I really can't compare myself to someone that's 5 foot when I'm 5'11".
Yeah,
Like,
no, yeah, absolutely not. And then how are you feeling? Like, do you feel like there's been any kind of difference since dropping the calories this week, or even having no
I had a
energy
new low
drinks?
weight today. It
Yeah,
wasn't like anything crazy.
yeah,
But mind you, I hadn't pooped for like 2 days, but I then did poop today
yeah,
after. So I feel like maybe
love that.
tomorrow I'll
Yeah,
probably have another drop.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I do feel like I just feel skinny.
yeah,
Like I
yeah,
just, yeah,
it's
I
like,
just feel
yeah,
little and skinny. Like
yeah,
I definitely am not probably as tight as I want to be, but then again, like we haven't been able to do cardio. So,
yeah,
but I'm happy with where I'm at considering.
yeah,
Like sort of when it first happened, like with my heart and I had to pull back on the cardio, I was like, I am not going to look like I belong up there. But now I'm like, I think I'll look like I
yeah,
fit in.
yeah.
Like my biggest fear was to get up there and be that girl that people look at and go like, did she
Why is
even
she
do a
up
prep?
here? Yeah, yeah,
Like sis did a 4-week cut and got
yeah,
on stage. Like that's what I don't want to look like.
yeah,
I don't want to be like, I'm not striving to be like, oh my God, she's like, look at her, she's gonna win. But I just don't want to be that sticky out thumb
yeah,
girl that
yeah.
looks like she's doesn't even do a prep.
No, that's
That's
so
my
fair.
goal.
Yeah, no, that's so fair. And it's one of those things that like, yeah, I mean, you'll never feel ready enough, like ever. And we've talked about that. You'll never feel lean enough. You'll never feel ready. But at the same time, like if you're that girl,
Yeah,
like
and
yeah,
I'm
because
not that.
there's
I
always
can
one.
identify now I'm not that girl.
Yeah,
Well,
which
at
is
least I
good.
don't think.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, yeah, not that girl. Yeah, no, absolutely not. No, anyway, and then yeah, a lot about like sleep and all that kind of other stuff. This is just a check-in at this point, really.
Yeah, I've definitely been going to sleep early this week, like 8 PM. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
good.
ready to go to sleep. But then again, I've kind of been having my dinner like a little bit earlier because I'm
Yeah,
freaking hungry. Because I'm like, I'm not having that Pepsi Max,
yeah, yeah,
So I've been eating dinner like 5:30, whereas I normally would eat like 6:30, and then I'm having like my dessert, like my Ninja Creamy or whatever, at like 7 instead of
yeah,
like 7:45, 8 o'clock.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like everything's just kind of been pushed earlier. But like this morning, I woke up at 3 AM and I was like, let's go.
Yeah,
Like my
just
body
like
was like,
hanging open, like
let's go. It wasn't like a tired, like
Yeah,
rubbing the eyes, like woo. And then I'm laying there and I'm like,
go to sleep.
I'm
Yeah,
like, I've still got 3 hours. I've still got 3 hours.
Yeah.
So that wasn't fun. And then the night before it was 2 o'clock, and I was like, woo. Like it's fine if it's just like a get up, we like go back to bed, but it's like my body's because my
It's
body's
a
obviously
wake.
hungry.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm
especially
like,
around that
you're
2 or
not
3
eating
o'clock.
until like
Yeah,
I start work at 7, but I try not to eat until about 9. I usually
yeah,
have my breakfast about 9. So I'm like,
yeah,
girl, you're not eating
yeah, for
for
another
a
6-7
while.
hours. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
lock in.
yeah. I always find that as well. Like even in off season though too. Like I'm not in a bulk or anything. Like I mean, probably unintentionally, but I always find that like if I wake up in that like 3 o'clock, like 3 a.m. mark, I'm like, oh my God, don't get hungry because I know that
Then you won't go back to
I won't go
sleep.
back to sleep, and like I'll just be thinking about that the whole time. But it's there's actually like science behind it that your natural like um growth hormone levels actually peak at that time because obviously when you're sleeping you're resting and digesting and there's all these things that are happening and like your hormones are kind of going in the way that they need to do all the things that need to happen as far as recovery and all that kind of stuff. And when you are as it's around that 3 o'clock mark and when your growth hormone increases then your hunger will also increase as well. So yeah, it's actually really interesting though, but I think probably shouldn't have told you that but I think knowing that I'm like, oh, if it's like that 3 o'clock and then I'm going to get hungry and then like I'm not going to be able to go to sleep. So I try and beat myself to sleep, like over being hungry. I'm like,
Yeah.
I get to sleep in the next 5 minutes then I won't be hungry.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. And that's probably why you have, obviously besides peeing all the time, I'm sure, why your body will naturally kind of wake you up at that time because it's like, we haven't had enough food in the previous day or the previous 8 weeks. Give me food right now.
Go, let's eat.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry.
Yeah. not quite yet.
A few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
What are we like? What are you thinking so far? Like for my next week, the next week?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea?
Yeah. So I think I don't know if we really touched on it when we did the trial kind of
Yeah, I don't think
peak
we
week
did
carb
because
up
I think we
type
had
thing.
Sophie
Yeah,
on
yeah,
after that.
yeah. So from what I want to try with Paris and want to do, not try because we have kind of did try it a little bit, is rather than backloading, I want to front load you. So kind of start, and just because your body is quite responsive when it comes, like we really don't want to make you too watery and overspill in any way. So I want to be very like cautious and just wary of like how much carb we provide and then also how your body responds as well. So I'm gonna do it's kind of like a front load, but also maybe like a mid load. So rather than starting on like the Wednesday like we did before, probably even start on like the Monday, give you a little bit of carbs on Monday, a little bit more on Tuesday, a little bit more on Wednesday, and then kind of so it's kind of like this like peak, and then kind of come back down to make sure that your body is holding it, but like your muscles are holding the carbs, but then your body isn't being watery either.
Yeah.
So I think as well, like it's good. I think you said that you work on Monday, but it's good to have the week off
I'm only
in the
working for
sense.
3 hours.
Oh yeah, love that. Because I'm like, I want photos like
Yeah.
3 times a day,
Yeah.
mostly kind of after every meal type vibes. Obviously you get to train when you want. And as well, like it's one of these things where I'd rather kind of train, not that you train early in the morning, but kind of have the breakfast and maybe the pre-training meal so that you train after a decent amount of the carbs, really kind of pull them into the muscle, and then you can kind of use the rest of the day to recover and chill out and
Yeah.
let the body kind of do its thing. So yeah, that's kind of whereas before in the previous season that we definitely did more of like a backload where we started on the Wednesday or Thursday, I think. I can't quite remember because
I
the
competed
day
on
of the show.
Saturday.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
would have been
I
probably the
think it was like
Wednesday and Thursday.
Wednesday. Yeah.
So a little bit more of that backload. And yeah, it's just more to see like how your body responds again, because we are in such a different state at the moment as well. We don't really have to think too much about, you know, bringing down inflammation as much. Like, yes, obviously training will kind of go like 50 to 60% because we still want to flood the muscle with the glucose, with the carbs. But yeah, it's more about, because you're not doing copious amounts of cardio and all this stuff, it's more just about, yeah, decreasing inflammation slightly, but making sure the muscles are nice and full, but that we don't overspill and when I say overspill, I mean that your muscles can only take so much, and then it kind of goes, so where there's carbs, there's water as well. So normally when, if we have too many carbs, our body will, yes, it'll draw water in, but then if we have too many carbs, that our muscles obviously can't store as much as what others can, then what's called overspill, and then the water will kind of go extracellular. So most of the time it's going to be that midsection, the glute ham triangle area, where you'll just kind of lose that definition and lose that tightness as well. So yeah, like it's very much just like and this is why like most coaches will say, send me photos, send me video, like
Yeah,
coaching
it's like you
videos
can have a
frequently.
plan, but like it will
It will
change.
definitely change.
Like we
Yeah.
might get to Wednesday and you'd be like, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah.
might get to
You can handle
Tuesday and
more
go,
carbs.
oh, let's pull back a little
Yeah,
bit already.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely kind of more thinking, yeah, along that front load type vibes, but again, not like a crazy amount of carbs, very much just like a
Slow and
slow
steady.
into, yeah, yeah, just to be on, like I said, that more cautious side. Yeah, and then just making sure that your body holds them as well, because we kind of go off obviously, yes, look, but also like the weight, right? It sounds weird, but we want the weight to kind of climb a little bit because it means that your body is actually holding on to the carbs. So yeah, but again, we pair that with how you actually look as well, because you can look tighter and drier with more food, but still be the same weight, because it kind of like, it's so weird like how it works, but it kind of, you look different. So yeah, we'll just kind of see. So it's definitely a day by
Play it
day.
by ear.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, it gets a lot though, doing the photos and the
Oh,
video
yeah.
and
That's why like working is like, yeah, it's just like better to just not,
yeah,
I think.
absolutely. Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
I'm in a really lucky position that I got like really good bosses, so I can,
Yeah.
and I work from home, so I can get in my bikini, get
Yeah,
half
yeah.
naked if I need to,
Yeah,
take
yeah.
photos.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good though, but yeah, so that's kind of what we're thinking, and again, it'll just kind of depend on how the body responds and everything.
Yeah, but
But
we'll keep you guys updated
yeah,
next week.
yeah,
So next week we'll be recording before my show, and
yes,
then so in 2 weeks'
we'll have like
time we'll
yeah,
have a show
yeah,
update.
absolutely. But even like next week, we'll have a real time update on
Yeah, on how
what
the
we're
carb up's
doing.
going, and
Yeah,
yeah,
but then obviously it'll go live after the show. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, but I think that kind of like, do you want to say anything else about your
No,
prep?
I don't
I'm
think
pretty
so.
happy. Yeah. Um, I think it kind of is really good to go into a show with realistic expectations. And I think a lot of the time people are like, you get told by your friends and family and people at the gym and all the things like you feel amazing, you're going to smash it, you're going to win, blah, blah, blah. Or like go in there thinking you're going to win. Yes, absolutely. Because like you obviously want to, right? And you never want to do anything that's going to like not have that winner mentality, right? And you kind of want to, if you're like, oh no, I'm going to suck and I'm going to lose and it's going to be terrible, then like you're going to probably do things that are going to, like, you're not going to have confidence on stage. You might, maybe not put as much intensity in your cardio or your training or whatever. And you'll kind of like put yourself into the point where you aren't able to reach your full potential. However, it is so important to have realistic expectations about when you are going into a show, especially if it's your rookie season. You have no idea the type of girls, even like me, I've competed however many times I competed, however many seasons. And there will still be girls that come in that maybe they haven't competed in like 5 years and they've come back. Or maybe they've literally, I don't know, maybe they've come from like a different federation or like they're pros in a different federation. You have no idea who's coming into your show and who you're going to be standing up against. And I think it's really important to kind of, especially if it's your rookie season or you're very like just new to, like say for example, you've just decided to kind of try it, which is obviously great. Love that. But, like, you need to understand that there is people that have dedicated years, 10 years in this sport, and they have lived and breathed it every moment, compared to your maybe, like, 1 year of 1 year of, like, a total decision to kind of do this. It's, like, unless you are insanely genetically gifted and you have been low-key training to be like that for however long and it's just happened to be like that, like, it's very rare that you're gonna have the same presentation on stage, whether that is your body, whether it's the leanness that you get to, whether it's the posing and the presentation that you have. Like these people have done shows, so countless amount of shows to build up that confidence, to build up that knowledge about their body and what they look like. Like even just the body's response to like a prep from 1 to 5 or 1 to 2 is crazy. Like I was never as lean as what I was in my first show as what I was in my second show. Not like nowhere near it. And I think it's just important to know because your body doesn't really know. Like again, there's so many bumps in the road and stuff like that that can happen as far as, you might get sick or whatever it may be. But also like you don't know what you need to really truly work on and build until you're stage lean. So it's one of these things like you might look crazy in off season with a big chunky butt and all the things, but then, strip right down and you've got no upper glute. As opposed to these girls that have done that, they know exactly what they need to work on. And it's just one of these things that you cannot, even the most trained eye ever is not going to know until you are stage lean
Yeah.
because it just depends on where you
Well,
hold
that's
your
like
body
even
fat.
the opposite. Like there's girls that you see on social media that are like deep in their off season, like they don't really look like
No.
anything special. Like,
Yeah, no.
but then they shred down. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh damn,
Crazy.
like yeah. And I think even just remembering like there's not if you let's say you are looking on social media and you're feeling really confident and you're like, damn, I look better than like these chicks that are sharing on socials. Like she's tiny or she's got no glutes, whatever. Not every single competitor that you're getting on stage is sharing their physique on social media.
Absolutely
So
not.
it's like you don't know. You might be only seeing 3 girls on socials and then 15 girls rock up on the day.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh damn, I didn't see any of these girls.
Yeah.
So it's like it's important to stay like, it's great to be confident and it's great to feel
Absolutely.
good and be like confident going into the show. But it's important to like, yeah, have a good level of expectation and stay humble at the same time.
Yeah, very much so.
Because you don't want to go in with this big ego and
Yeah.
then you're going to get it crushed when you
Yeah.
don't win.
Yeah.
Because you had it in your head that you were going to win.
Yeah, absolutely. If you just go in there just going, I'm going to do my best, and you truly have zero control over it. The only control you have is what you do in every single day leading up to the show, right? And obviously until you step on stage. You have no control over who's going to win, who like even what like if you're gonna be in the tall or short, like obviously if you're super tall or if you're super short, yeah, obviously you're gonna split it. But then sometimes they don't even have 2 different like A and Bs. They just have the entire everyone together at once. So you could be up against, these other girls and stuff, and you may not have a choice. But yeah, like you have no control over it. You don't even have control over like really what your hair looks like and stuff like that. Like I've looked at photos and stuff, and I'm like, "Oh my god, why does my hair look like
Yeah,
that? Like, I
you
look
don't have a lot of
ridiculous."
control over half the stuff. Like,
No, like, it's except your physique, how you present, your
yeah,
confidence on stage. But even still though, like, if you've gone and, gone to a posing coach, the majority of the time you're gonna kind of pose based off what they think you should be doing, which obviously, yes, that's why you hire a posing coach and everything. But then maybe that might be not what the judges want
not the
want
style
to
that
not
they
that they
like or
like.
whatever.
So they're
Yeah.
just, it might look a bit odd on your physique, or like, it could be anything. It doesn't You do not have to have the biggest glutes and the biggest shoulders and be the most shredded ever, because if you're standing up against 10 other girls and you're the most oddest one out, like, you're gonna look weird. You're gonna look too much on
Mm,
one end, right? And obviously same thing with, like, not being lean enough. And yeah, there's just so many little bits and pieces that go into judging that I think a lot of people don't understand as well, why you could get marked down or marked up or whatever it may
mm,
be. But yeah, I think just having a really, like, I'm gonna say, like, um, not a what's the word, like, where you're, like, just completely set on winning or like, placing, like, just being so disassociated from what you actually get on the day, but present with how you look, right? Like, be proud of what you've achieved in your prep, and be proud of how you did present when you're on stage, but don't come off being like, "Oh, I failed and I suck if I didn't, even get enough with the first call out," because you just have no idea. You have
mm,
no control over it, no idea about
mm.
what's gonna
Like,
happen.
I've set my expectation for the show, like, so low
Yeah.
because I'm like, I haven't been able to control a lot during this prep.
You've
And
never
then
been in IFBB before
I've
though
never been in
either.
IFBB, like, it's such a different level of athlete,
Yeah,
and I'm like, I know it's so much harder to get a placing in
yeah,
IFBB. So, like, my goal and my expectation is just to get on there and get off stage and go, "I feel really good. Like,
yeah,
that was fun. I nailed my posing."
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's
and you're doing
how I wanna feel.
everything in your power to control that because you're practicing and you're doing all the
Mm,
things. Yeah, like, you're not gonna be, like, going up there and be like, "I wanna have the biggest glutes and
yeah,
the biggest shoulders and all the things," because, like, yeah,
yeah.
sometimes that's just not realistic
And, like,
at
I'm
all.
not a pro who's worked for 15 years to,
Yeah,
like, grow the glutes and grow the shoulders, and, like, this is not my career. It's not
yeah,
like this is riding on my
yeah,
career, you
entire
know?
life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
one small chapter of my life, and the main goal for me is just to the main goal really for me would to be better than I was at my first show. So as
yeah,
long as I look better than I did at my first show, I would be ecstatic.
yeah,
Um, but I think also, like, even if you are doing, like, your first season, like, I've seen a girl who she went out to and she did 2 back-to-back shows, but 2 different federations. She won the overall at her first show, which, like, amazing,
yeah,
fabulous. But then she was posting all over social media how she was going into her second show. She's like, "I'm going for another crown, like, I'm going for the overall, like, I'm going there on the day to win the overall."
yeah.
I
Expectation is,
don't
like,
think
up
she
here.
placed.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So then imagine how crap you'd feel, because
yeah,
you're
she
like, you've
would,
also
and
put
I
it out
remember her
there.
posting, like, "I feel disappointed in
Yeah,
myself, rah rah." But it's like, even if you like, that just goes to show you win the overall in one other show, you were the best person there on that day.
yeah. With those who showed up
Yes, you
with
were
how
not
you
the
look
best competitor
in the
ever
entire world. Yeah,
across the whole season A of 3 different federations. You
yeah,
were the best on one single day, which,
yeah.
like, that's such an achievement, but you need to remember, like, this is a whole different day, whole different judging panel, totally different federation.
Different
People like a different
competitors.
style of posing,
Yeah,
different competitors. So, like, even if you have won before, even if I'd won the overall in my last season, like,
yeah.
I wouldn't be going to this show and being like, "I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna win the overall."
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just, yeah, really important to kinda have that, because then you're not gonna come out of it hating the sport and hating everything about it and being like, "That was an entire waste of time," and all the things, because I think, like, again, like, these people that do have this massive expectations in themselves, it can really kinda leave, like, a sour taste in your mouth, because, they come out of it feeling so just
Mm.
depressed and shit.
And I
And
think
if
as a
you're not
coach too, having like helping your client to
Yeah,
have good expectations, like as a coach, not saying to your client, like you're not saying to me like,
you're gonna
"Holy
win.
shit, like
Yeah,
you are going to go there and you are gonna win."
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'd be shocked if you didn't win,
yeah,
like
yeah.
anything like that,
No.
because your coach doesn't know either.
No,
Your coach
absolutely
isn't a
not.
judge on the day.
Yeah.
She's not messaging the judges going like, "Hey, this is what my client looks like. Is
Yeah.
she gonna win?" Like,
Yeah, yeah. Because even the judges wouldn't know, because they don't know who's showing up on the
yeah,
day
and there's
either.
not one single person making the
No,
decision.
there's an uneven amount of judges, so that there's always gonna be a majority rules type thing
Mm.
most of the time. But yeah, it's what was I gonna say before?
Sorry.
No, I cut you off.
Prep brand. I've got to just spit the thought out
Yeah,
when
no,
it's there,
so
otherwise
fair.
it'll be gone.
That's so fair. No, I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, I've just lost my train of thought. But yeah, I think it's also important to, like, obviously, again, not listen to like your friends and family and all that, because obviously they're going to be your biggest hype, or they should be your biggest hype. But also they don't fully understand that, like, what the actual sport encompasses. That's what I was going to say. If you are truly in the sport for the right reasons, and look, again, whether it is just because you want to see if you love it, like, absolutely. And you shouldn't expect to love every single second of prep. But when you go onto stage, it should be like, oh yeah, this was totally worth it. Like, you feel like it's worth it. The moment before you even have a placing, if you don't come off stage being like, oh, that was so good, like I freaking love that, then you're probably not, like, whether you win or not, you're probably still not going to enjoy it if you didn't come off stage being like that. Um, and if you're just in it for the placings, wrong reason. Like, you're not going to survive.
It's definitely okay to have some mentality around like having a goal and wanting to win. Like when I personally walk on stage, like I try to walk on like I've just won.
Yeah,
they've
absolutely.
just called out my number. They've
Yeah.
just said Paris Swandell number 2.
Yeah.
You just won your pro card. That's how I'm walking on stage, because that's the energy that I want to give off.
Yeah.
I want to give off winner energy. So
100%.
it's definitely okay to tap into that winning mindset.
Yeah.
But it's a totally different thing having the mindset of a winner versus the expectation of being a winner.
Yeah. 100%.
It's two different things, so don't get that confused.
Yeah. No, I could not agree more. I think you put that so well. Because yeah, you obviously, the way to be, like, the way that you can kind of level up, like, your confidence and all that kind of stuff is like exactly how you said, about having the confidence that you've already won.
Yeah, like,
and that's what we say
live
as, like,
the life
coaches
and
and stuff.
project the life that you want to live. So it's like, if you want to go there on the day and win, then act like you've won.
Yeah.
Act like you've already won.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And even like in exactly what you do in the rest of the prep, like previously, right? Like, go in there wanting to win. Obviously, like, everyone wants to win. We're in a competition, for crying out loud, but don't, go and expect to win.
And when you think about it, like when you're in your prep too, like you're not going through prep like some people are essentially going through it with, other competitors if they've got friends in the gym and stuff. But like when you're going through a prep, like you're doing that whole thing alone. Like you're the one who's tracking the food, you're the one who's doing the steps, you're the one who's, doing your check-ins and doing whatever, doing your posing. So it's like on the day, just remember that it's just you out there. Like you're the only person that matters.
Yeah.
It was the same during the whole prep. Like you weren't looking at Sally and going, "Oh, is she tracking? Oh, did she track evenly? Oh, she had 12 grams of peanut butter instead of 10.
Yeah.
And I'm only having 10.
Yeah.
Like you're not doing that throughout your whole prep.
Yeah.
So why are you going to think about the other people on the day?
100%.
Like just think about you, because you were doing that the whole 6 months or whatever.
Yeah. And I think as well, it's important to remember that you don't earn it, which sounds really odd, but just because you worked harder than, say, for example, anyone else, if you knew exactly what everyone else's protocols were, you do not earn it because you worked harder. It is purely based off what you present on the day. It doesn't matter if you did more cardio or more steps or ate fucking 500 calories a day, or, like, I hope not, because firstly gross. But
even if you do know Sally's protocols, like how do you know that? Like if she's trying to one up you and say, "Oh, well, I've been doing 25,000 steps for my whole prep."
Yeah.
Has she really, or is she just saying that to get in your head?
Yeah,
like
100%.
So you may think, "Oh, like I might be saying to Beth, oh, well, she's only eating 80 grams of carbs. Like I'm eating 120 or whatever."
Yeah.
But it's like, is she?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Because are people telling the truth on socials? Are people telling
never.
the truth? Like you don't know.
No.
You can't assume that what someone's projecting out there on socials, or even what they're saying to you in the gym or whatever, if they're another competitor. Like, you can't assume that
No, not at all. And I think as well,
telling the truth.
what do you reckon on, like, people maybe catastrophizing more, like they're going through the grind and they're like, oh, I have zero carb and all this kind of stuff, and like really kind of putting it out there that they're in
In the
absolute
trenches.
misery.
Yeah.
Like, if whether that's actually true or not, maybe that's what your body needs. Like, that you're in prep. You can't expect to just be riding like fucking 300 carb every single day.
Yeah.
And
I've been posting, like, I have a private, like, story with my close friends, like, on my Snapchat. That's the only place that I post, like, I'm in the trenches.
legit,
Like,
yeah.
I posted, like, guys, kill me now. Like, my coach took away my Pepsi Max. Like, I'm not posting
I also
that.
get the same message.
I'm not posting that on like my Instagram story because I'm like, oh my God, I've got to show that I'm suffering.
Yeah.
Like, because
Yeah.
that's what prep is. Like, prep is suffering.
Yeah. No, not at all.
But,
Like,
like-
yes, obviously you have to expect that, but at the same time, just because you are suffering more than someone else doesn't mean that you, are gonna
and then
win
don't look
over
at
that
someone
person.
that's suffering and be like, oh, I'm not like shit. I'm not suffering enough. Like, I should eat less. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna message my coach and say, drop my calories to 900. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, absolutely not.
And I think especially coming up to like closer to the show, like for me right now is like I'm getting really, really close. So I could definitely easily go and look at what everyone else is doing, but I'm definitely trying to be very present and like trying to remember like, well, I doubt that that person that's stepping on stage, had a heart palpitations and shortness of breath 4 weeks ago and ended up in the emergency department.
Yeah.
So it's like, why am I comparing myself to her?
Yeah.
Like she's probably still doing 60 minutes of cardio 5 times a week.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like throughout this entire time, you're just like, I just want to bring my best. Like you're not like, oh, I'm gonna lose because of this. Like you're just like, I still want to be able to do what I can and still bring my best package. And if that means that I'm, doing 15,000 steps and no cardio, then that's what that means. Like you're never out here being like, oh, well, this is my reason as to why I'm, gonna do this or this or this. Like,
And I think if I was worried about like having to win or wanting to win, I probably would have pulled out of prep
100%.
because I know that I'm probably not bringing the best that I could bring because I haven't been able to do cardio.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like if I wanted to win, I'd be like, hey, Rebecca, let's run it back next year.
Yeah. But and again, going off what I kind of just said and what you just said, you're not being like, oh, I don't want to do prep now because I know I'm not going to win because I haven't been able to do the best.
Like I said, if I had to get on there, like I said to you with my physique like 4 weeks ago, if I have to get on here like this, if I have to get on here in a wheelchair, like
I'm doing it.
I would do it because I want to just get on stage and have fun and just enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Like, if I wanted to win,
and it means that much to you though as well that you are kind of prepared to do whatever it takes, still in a healthy sense.
Yes.
But healthy. Yeah. But still kind of just push as much as you can and do whatever you can in your power to still get on stage and be happy with what you can present as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think that's But anyway, I think that I'm pretty happy with all of that. Do you have anything else to say?
I don't think so. I think just, if you're going into a season or you're going into like close to a show, just the only thing that matters really is yourself and what you can bring to stage. Because like we've said the whole time, you cannot control it. Like everyone in the crowd could think, like they could do a vote crowd wide and 80% of the crowd could say that you win.
Yeah.
But it's not up to the crowd. Like it's up to the judges.
Yeah,
so even
100%.
if, you've got 10 people in your ear telling you you're going to win, they don't know.
No, not at all. Yeah. So just have realistic expectations, but still, don't put yourself down, but still have the confidence and
like have a positive mindset. Have the mindset of being a winner, of being confident.
Yeah.
But stay humble at the same time and remember like it's not expected.
Yeah. And it's not your decision and you have zero control over
And
it.
remember, it's not easy to win.
No. You can literally be up against, I don't know, 15 to 20 girls in your class and 3 get a medal.
You are way more likely to walk away with nothing.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
And again, though, it's not, I just said to lose, but it's not losing because you've still made it to stage. You've still done the prep. You've still gotten to whatever body fat percentage that you've probably never been. And you've still done more than what 99% of the population could actually do. Like how many times have you heard, oh my God, I could never do that. I love it too much.
Yeah.
Or like I could never spend that long on the step machine.
Yeah.
Like, you can't because, and
like I said as well, I've said this in a past episode, like when people ask me about my last prep, they don't say, did you win?
No. Ever.
Nobody.
It's always when's the next show.
Nobody asks me how I went in my last show.
Yeah, no.
They just say, "Oh my God, you looked amazing. How was it? How'd you feel?"
Yeah, like ass.
Nobody asked me if I won.
Yeah.
I didn't, but nobody asked.
Yeah. You still came in with medals.
I got a second place.
Yeah. You got medals. We got the bling.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening to this. I don't know. I would say short, but who knows how long we'll actually smash this out. But if you are competing or in your mid-season, good luck. I hope you absolutely smash it and enjoy the crap out of it. And just remember that that's like, enjoy show day as well. That's probably a big thing. Like,
It goes
enjoy
so
it
fast.
goes so fast. Like, enjoy the crap
And it's
out of
the
it.
funnest part of
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah. Enjoy being up on stage too. Like, be as present as you can. Like, I remember coming off stage a few times and I feel like I just blacked out up there. Like, I don't remember anything. So try and just be so present, be in your body, like meditate if you have to, like anything that's really just kind of being present in the moment. Share it with your loved ones, like do all the things. And soak it all up 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for listening, guys. If you don't already, be sure to follow us on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, all the things. And we'll be in your ears next week. Bye.